tweet a link to this because I would really appreciate more people watching. Let's see. My channel. Here we go. That's a link that I can tweet. Whew. All right. Copying. Tweeting. Quick live stream. PewDiePie and Firewatch while playing Firewatch. Excellent. All right. Hello, my name is Brian, and I have opinions about PewDiePie and Firewatch and the DMCA takedown that Camposanto sent to PewDiePie, and I'm going to do that while playing Firewatch. This will be a spoiler-free playthrough because I'm going to go through the free roam area of the game. Although I guess maybe, spoiler alert, you can play through the entire game. Whoa, what? Overwrite? What's there to overwrite? I'm just playing through the thing. Alright, cool. Hi. So, I have opinions about PewDiePie, his controversy about his racist live stream, and the DMCA takedown that Camposanto has sent him through YouTube over his video about Firewatch. For me, Let's Plays are something that they're not as huge a part of my life as I know they are for a lot of other people, as evidenced by the fact that PewDiePie is the most profitable YouTuber ever. Good morning, waking up. This is lovely. Good morning, Henry. So Let's Plays aren't a real big part of my life because to me, playing video games is, playing video games, although I'm doing one right now, so let's see how that goes. To me, I really enjoy, bringing people over to my house and saying, hey, instead of watching a movie tonight, let's play through this 2-hour game together, and you get the same kind of, movie hanging out experience. God, isn't this beautiful? This is so beautiful. You get the same movie, hangout, do something fun together experience while playing a video game. And I love showing people games that I love and seeing them play through it for the first time. The twists and turns that happen throughout things like Firewatch or Journey or Gone Home, I really, really enjoy sharing that with somebody in the same way you would show somebody a movie you love. So Let's Plays, to me, if I ever watch a Let's Play, it is that. It is watching somebody that maybe I know, maybe I don't know, play through a game for the first time and seeing their reaction to things that happen. So when I was lonely one night and I didn't have anybody to invite over to play Year Walk with me on iOS, which is one of my favorite games ever made by Simogo. And I found on YouTube somebody say, oh, hey, I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4 is the code to all of these. So I'm playing Year Walk on iOS, and I made a video about it, and that was the first time I ever saw PewDiePie. His video on Year Walk was, I've never liked him because he's very abrasive and kind of rude, but by the time I got to the end of his 3-video series about Year Walk, he had gotten to the ending, which is one of my favorite endings in a video game ever for reasons I won't spoil here. And he cheated on it. He said, yeah, the video cut, he said, yeah, I don't really get this ending, and I had to Google how to do it, so I'm just gonna end the video here, okay, but thanks, bye. I'll see you in the next one. And he completely blew through one of my favorite endings to a video game ever. And that was the day I lost all respect for PewDiePie. And ever since, I hadn't really paid much attention to him, except for the fact that he is the most profitable YouTuber ever. And then, of course, the controversy that happened a week or so ago, where he, as a white person, used the N-word on a stream. God, this game is so beautiful, and PewDiePie cannot play it on the internet anymore, and I love that. He used the N-word on a stream, and I hate seeing people come to people's defenses after they do something like this. It pisses me off, it upsets me, and nobody needs to be defended after an action like that, after something like that. So seeing people defend him and say, well, we don't really know the context of it. Context is everything. Why can't we as a culture simply... Oh, here we go. I'm going to rappel down this thing. Why can't we as a culture simply say, this person used a terrible word in a derogatory way, and we know that about them now, and we know who they are as a person much more than we did before. We know that PewDiePie is the kind of person that would use the N-word as what he called, I believe, the worst word he could think of in the moment. Which means that, of course, he associates that word with terrible people. And he wanted to be, the meanest he could be in the moment. So he used that word, which was terrible. And we know that about him now. Why can't we as a culture disown him? There was another controversy like this in the beauty community a few weeks ago, where a bunch of beauty YouTubers were together at a party, and somebody did a drunken Snapchat where one of her famous friends used the N-word. Quote unquote accidentally is what they say. They keep saying accidentally as if the word did not leave their lips. And that's what's infuriating to me. Oh, I accidentally used this word. No, it was intentional in the moment you said the thing, and it was accidental that people heard it. Which is how I feel about PewDiePie in this moment. Got a little burnt out fire here. This game is called Firewatch, so I'm supposed to be watching for these kinds of things. And obviously, because I'm talking about PewDiePie and YouTube and live streams right now, I am not doing a very good job of it. Of watching for actual fires. So, of course, they accidentally said the N-word in this Snapchat that was accidentally sent out to this beauty vlogger's however many thousands or tens of thousands of followers on Snapchat. And another controversy like this ensued, where somebody that we all previously loved was caught using a racist slur. Of course, the controversy there was not that somebody said that word. It was that her friend had shared the Snapchat with that in it. It became a two-sides thing where the person that took the Snapchat was defensive of the fact, oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to share it, while the person that actually used the terrible racist word was angry at her friend for sharing the Snapchat. And why can't we, again, as a culture, bemoan the person that used that word regardless of anything else? Why do we have to say, this is really bad, but why did her friend share it? She knew this, would ruin her, and those kinds of things. I hate that the conversation didn't become, we're going to disown this person because we can't use that word. But the conversation was, why did she share the Snapchat in the first place? And then Jeffree Star showed up and made everything worse, like he always does. And I can't believe that, again, there are people defending PewDiePie and saying he has not that he has a right, but we don't know the context. He's apologized, blah, blah, blah. No, we know that PewDiePie is the kind of person that would use a racist slur as a derogatory term in the middle of a live stream. Which brings me to the reason I'm playing Firewatch at all, and the reason I'm going to come over here and say 1, 2, 3, 4. A few days ago, Campo Santo, the developers of Firewatch, tweeted that they were going to issue a DMCA takedown of PewDiePie's video on Firewatch. I'm going to copy down this map information. And people flipped out. YouTube honored the request and took down the video, and I don't know if that comes with demonetization. I'm sure it does, but Campo Santo reached out to YouTube, but they took the video down. So now PewDiePie is here talking about the fact that, in a video that I have not watched yet, because I do not want to give him any money by watching any of his videos. Why can't I rappel? I thought I was supposed to rappel down here. Oh well. PewDiePie said, if I get 3 of these DMCA takedown notifications, my entire channel will be destroyed. My entire channel will be removed, my videos I uploaded removed, and I will never be able to make an account again. So, some people have called this a slippery slope, where people can send... the thing with Let's Plays is that I don't believe it's fair use. I don't believe it's a transformative enough work to call it fair use. And yet PewDiePie is here making however many millions of dollars a year based on live streams and broadcasting and taking the things he's saying and putting them over someone else's words. Me right now, I'm just talking into a microphone. This is Campo Santo's work that you're looking at while I'm talking. This is not fair use, but for some reason we as a culture have decided that YouTube Let's Plays are a thing that can exist. It's a transformative enough work that YouTube is embracing it. There's enough of a gaming community to say, okay, I'm going to play this game while talking. At least 50% of the work you are watching right now is Campo Santo's, and I'm just kind of blathering into a microphone about something I'm angry about. Of course, Campo Santo has the right to take down PewDiePie's video, but no one ever has. Nobody really ever does these DMCA takedowns. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such a big news moment for Campo Santo to do it to PewDiePie. But it makes no sense to me why this doesn't happen more often when terrible people do things like this and use someone else's work for their own monetary gain. So I'm really, really happy that Campo Santo was the first one to stand up and say, no, PewDiePie, you cannot do this anymore, based on the fact that we know now you're a terrible person that would use a racist slur on a live stream. Although here I am doing the same thing, and I really appreciate that these beautiful trees and this beautiful vista can be used for my words and not PewDiePie's. That makes me extremely happy. If 2 more game developers reach out to YouTube and tell them to take down their video for PewDiePie, which I hope Samogo does, because his Year Walk videos are garbage and he spoiled the ending and cheated through the ending. More power to them. Everyone's talking about how this is a freedom of speech and fair use issue. I don't think it is. This is something that honestly makes no sense to me. Why people why do people care so much about PewDiePie that they're reaching out to defend him during this whole controversy? It's infuriating, and I kind of hate the internet for that. Although I love the internet because it means I can take this fancy video game box, push a button, and then live stream my words to YouTube, like I'm doing right now. It's fun, and I see why people do it, but honestly, why do people love this really terrible person enough that they're willing to justify him and defend him? Well, I think that's it for today. Beautiful, beautiful vistas that PewDiePie cannot use for his own videos anymore, which makes me extremely happy. And I hope that Garbage Human's career goes down the toilet. Thanks for watching. Now here I am trying to figure out how to stop the broadcast.